Hey, Sonia.
Hello.
Looks like there is a delay, kind of some delay because she froze up.
Yeah,
Anyway, but her connection looks like good.
Yeah.
So, hi, Sonia, part 2. No, the same. Okay, so what is going on? Are we waiting for everyone here?
It's not good.
Come again.
Sonia, repeat what did.
I said my good.
Yeah, kind of. But there is a disruption.
Hear you.
Maybe
yeah,
try
kind of.
Your video so that.
Yeah, maybe you can turn off your video. Yeah. Maybe it will kind of.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So will we start, or
yeah,
are we starting?
Yeah, we can start.
Yeah. Also, you didn't post. I will switch off my mic. You didn't post the video, right? Or you did?
Not yet. I'll do
Not
it
yet.
before
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Okay.
Yeah. So I believe everyone is here, so we can proceed with the meeting.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's start.
Okay, I'd like to start. My week has been great. We've had several discussions with Rita and Onesmus. And I've noticed that there's a big gap between from where they started to up to where they are right now. They still need more form of onboarding for them to start working, and something that will ensure their success in the program. So I believe in this meeting, maybe we can come up with something that will assist them in this transition. Yeah.
Is that all?
Yes, that's all from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I see like Kevin didn't post his report, but Sonny and I and myself, we did. So I will probably go and like read what I wrote.
Okay.
So, and the link is again, if like Rita doesn't know, or Rita, I can share on I posted in the chat. So yeah. So I work mostly with CNM practice job. Like this is the general page for all 4 practice jobs. Again, practice jobs are jobs which we want to offer to people who has no experience and kind of want to practice something and then figure out what he or she wants to do. So I'm still working on the history. I almost completed. It's only like 1 or 2 days are left. Um, Again, there will be like 4 jobs: cyber coordinator, website developer, event organizer, and cloud operator. Um, Basically, since Kevin, first of all, I consider, since cyber coordinators job description is all already kind of developed, it's the only one which is developed like at a good level. At least like I finished the first sprint. I want Kevin and Anasmas and Rita to work as coordinators. The question is, because right now endeavors are not developed yet. So I consider that Kevin can start working um, on the event organizer job description. Basically, it was he's doing since he's taken over this week series. And when it comes to Rita and Onesmus, I believe that they can work on CNM Cyber welcome webinar. Because let's say our last meeting, our last joint meeting was called like this week, but actually it mostly was about these new people. So it makes sense to do like a webinar which will address specifically for those who will be designed specifically for those who want to join the team, right? And when we do this webinar, we can record it and post it on YouTube, and we will send to new people, just go and watch. And again, since Kevin is doing this like series, I consider that he can do event organizer job description. I'm repeating myself, but anyway. So like in 4 positions, one is already developed, kind of at least like the first sprint. Kevin will do event organizer, and I consider start doing website developer, the first job. So this is what my general plan. I also worked with Sonia, because today we are starting a new series. It's like more introduction to our technologies. We start with WordPress, but we will go like every week we'll do something else. Also, we discussed with Kevin the questions about like compensations to Rita and Anesmas. We agreed that I will reimburse some internet access to them, because internet is pretty expensive at Kenya. I remember it like from my work for the investment group. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Gary. I also have a question.
Yeah.
You talked about developing the web developers page.
Wait, no, not web developer, website developer.
Website
Yes.
developers page, yeah. So is it the same as the page that we had talked about earlier on, the training developer?
I don't remember our previous talk. Kind of like website developer. It will be the first role, and it will be mostly like website content, pictures, texts, picture. But we talked to you before about like training developers.
Yes.
Yeah, but I decided, it was kind of, I forgot to mention that. I decided that it is very, very similar to website developers.
Yeah.
Because the same like training, the same like when we say training developers, we mostly meant the content, their structure, their like images. So I will say I posted like in website developers. I said like website developers can be assigned other like other tasks other than the websites tasks.
Yeah.
So they will start with websites, but if they like, we can
trainings.
them
Can also
do
do
like
full
this.
trainings.
Correct, because training developers, you see, it's like it's more exact what we need.
Mhm.
But at the same time, people who like new people who are joining, let's say like let's take like Rita, right?
Yeah.
She like whom you'll be working. Oh, I will be like training developer. Like, oh, you will be a training developer. She typed like in Bing or whatever she used for search.
Mhm.
Uh, Training developer. How many jobs, right?
Yeah.
Not too many. Not too many. Website developer is kind of cooler in my view.
Okay.
But website development will cover training development in our world
Okay.
because our websites are basically training websites.
Yeah.
So this is the change what I forgot to mention.
All right. Okay. Thank you,
But
Gary.
but I'm excited right now. Like everything is getting structured and everything is getting kind of better and better and better.
Yeah.
And I see a clear path to develop these like videos, to
Mhm.
develop like webinars, to develop the series for like events,
Yeah.
and more we do, more developed it is. The more we do, the more developed it is, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it means like I'm happy. Generally, I'm happy.
Okay.
And we will use also we will do like two channels.
Mhm.
Like CNM Cyber will be for English language,
Mhm.
and I think you moved this like World Up. World Up we will use for other languages. So,
Okay.
for instance,
Mhm.
today's meeting with Natalia, if we conduct it in Russian, so we will post on the second channel. And in my view, it will be because I don't want to mix different languages.
Yeah.
Because people who kind of speak English and they, let's say, got to the channel, and then it's like, like Ukrainian or Swahili or Russian or whatever, and
Mhm.
they can kind of like switch off.
Yeah.
Um, so to avoid this, I plan to do like these two channels: one English language and another all other world languages. Right? That is why it's called World Up. So world languages.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
forgot this. I will put it there too.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Gary.
No, no problem. But thank you too, because we, again, what excites me, like these new people and like more. So it means that someone is interested in,
Yeah.
and and if we can advertise it better. Uh, we're not ready right now, but like April, May, I believe like by the end of the May, we should
Mhm.
be able to start normal advertising.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm done. I finished. I switch off my mic, right?
Okay. Thank you. So, Sonia, over to you.
I hope you hear me well
Yes.
because I have problem with connection. Do you hear
Yes.
me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can everyone hear Sonia?
Yes, I can hear you
Mhm.
well. Really, really, really good.
Okay. Go ahead, Sonia.
Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. Um, this week I I've done a lot of things, but little by little. Um, I've been editing the meeting staging operating procedure for CNM Cyber This Week series and CNM Cyber Guided Tours series, I think, all week. And finally, I added some general meeting requirements to the CNM Cyber event page.
Mhm.
I created CNM Cyber Users group on CNM Social
Mhm.
and added some basic information there for people who want to get started with us, such as how to contact us, how to get started. Um, also, I think uh, Kevin will be able to add your webinar to this group
Mhm.
because this group will be the main channel of communication with new people, new members. And I wrote a small description of this group on the wiki. Uh, I also created a group, CNM Cyber Event Organizers, with requirements for organizing meeting. And also, I prepared with Natalia for the guided tour of CNM WordPress meeting that will be today. Yeah, I think that's all.
Thank you, Sonia.
By the way,
Thank
we
you.
have this like we have many miscommunications. It's like it's a working points or working items. Probably it's better to say. Um, like for for completely new recruits,
Uh-huh.
it's better to do like a group, like something like welcome. So like for our welcome webinar, it will be probably it's better kind of like a welcome. It will be separate. Like this CNM Cyber users, it should be in my view the group for those who attend this week series, who wants to know what is going on with CNM Cyber. It's kind of my perception. So again, CNM Cyber users, it's the group for those who want to know news about CNM Cyber, mostly coordinators, but also all who wants to do any like news and developments, what we're working on, what we plan for the next week, what
Mhm.
we where we are. And for welcome, it should be a separate group and a separate series for all like people who want to learn. Okay, I heard about that you have jobs. Could you tell me more, right?
Yeah.
So it like more welcome. What do you offer? It's more like welcome. It's not like a CNM Cyber users. Users is those who are already in the cyber. It's like it's one of my points. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does. So these groups are
Mm,
hosted in CNM
okay.
Social.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all the groups. We will take this CNM social as our like internal Facebook. Right now, we didn't work on good links like these URLs, like web addresses. It should be like nicer. It will be basically like social at CNM Cyber, social at CNM Cyber slash cyber.com slash
Mhm.
like welcome or users or whatever. It
Mhm.
will be a nicer, and we will use the same way how Facebook is using the pages.
Mhm.
So we'll use like a website, I would say, kind of for particular groups. For those groups who will not want who don't want to have their own websites, who will use social. Um, we social, which is built right now on Home Hub.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know how it was updated, but it's pretty stable piece of software.
Mm-hmm.
I know some companies which use them, which use Home Hub like successfully for their groups and in their companies. Some
So, well,
yes,
as
social.
a
So,
CNM, mm-hmm.
social is our kind of main point of connecting people and addressing and questioning.
Yeah,
Because let's say I have a question, like
mm-hmm.
like for instance, I'm like a new person. I have a question I want to address to where should I kind of where should I ask? Should I
Mm-hmm.
wait for, let's say, event and ask in their event chat,
Yeah,
or kind of wiki can address this issue, but wiki is not self-intuitive, and many people kind of struggle with wiki. Wiki is not like as intuitive as, let's say, Facebook. So I don't really see any good alternative to social. So I will say all our meetings
mm-hmm.
and our communications,
Mm-hmm.
we can do it on social. And social, mm, it can like it could be different levels. You can register to join the group, but some groups can be open. It's
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily, they have kind of many settings. Um, and we can do like some, maybe some groups will be closer, like I mean more closed. Uh, some will be fully open, so we can play with this too.
Nice. Okay. So all meetings will be posted in CNM Social. In other words, that's yeah.
It's up to us. It's our settings. It's
Okay.
our settings.
Okay.
We don't want to give kind of like bots.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's our settings. We
Yeah.
can play with this. I'm sure we can play with this,
Mm-hmm.
and we can basically design what we want to design.
Yeah.
Uh, so we have like Meetup, we have YouTube, but Meetup and YouTube, not everyone. Let's say I I never I don't use like YouTube, and also like to send people, like someone may not have like Google accounts, right? So like if we talk about people in Ukraine, in Kenya, in the US, probably it's normal to have, let's say, Google account, right? If we consider, or when we go to Pakistan, people not necessarily have Google accounts there. They don't have emails. Some ladies don't have emails because, like, let's say husbands don't allow. Like they say, "Oh, use my email," right? And I
Mm-hmm.
know many people like that.
Yeah.
So we need to create kind of some system to accommodate different people. So YouTube is not like a real answer. Meetup is not like Meetup. Also, like some people have bad experiences with Meetup, especially those who um, cannot unsubscribe from their like messages, and the messages got just go go go. By the way, I don't see. Yeah, so we need to create something else. Like instead of using like a third parties, we can possibly like do through the Facebook group.
Yeah.
But again, I don't like using Facebook. For instance, me, and again, kind of to give our potential customers to someone else. No, social is a good way. Okay, I talk too much. So I need to switch off my mic, right?
All right. So, Sonia, were you finished?
Uh, yeah, I finish.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Thank you. Rita, please proceed.
Um, Hi everyone.
Hi.
How are you? Okay. So maybe I'll just give a recap of what we've been doing. Kevin took us through the session of CNM Cyber, and I gave us a background of how um, it came to be, and we managed to see the different programs that are there, the CNM coordinator code, the CNM cyber, sorry, CNM SAT, and to mention a few, then he told us all the components that are needed in those areas. Yeah, and he told us that for us we shall concentrate on CNM codes. Yes, and he told us what would be needed from us. Yeah, and the next thing he told us we are going to look at endeavors. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So I have a question, Rita. So, like, do you have any right now? Do you have a feeling? So, like, are you? So initially, you got there, everything sounds like good, but at the same time, you don't know what to do, right? You had this feeling, right? Did you have this feeling?
Yes, I still have it, but I'm sure as we move on, the picture will come clearer.
Mhm. Yes, that's good. Have you seen the web page, which is like wiki page, which is called Coordinator, Cyber Coordinator?
Yes, I have. I have.
So basically, right now, it's the only developed like job description all together with general like practice jobs. I know that it is like it is complex to jump in. It's difficult kind of to start from scratch, right? Because basically their coordinator in my like it's kind of my envisioning that this coordinator page will be the last one. It will be after coordinator job will be after website developer, event organizer, cloud operator, and then coordinator. But you should be able to see the problems with this coordinator page, the same like practice jobs. So let's say, and if what I talked to Kevin about, if you have questions, you already like as soon as you start asking questions, you start working. You start doing something, contributing something which is very valuable. Because when I created this page and Sonia reviewed, but again, I cannot feel what you feel. I cannot be on your side. That is why I need your side to make this page better working. Um, does it make sense?
Yes, it does.
S- Like because if you don't understand, someone else will not understand too.
Mm.
So if we kind of develop it better, because when I said like finished, I mean the first sprint is finished. but it was never at work. It was never tested. So our goal right now is to start testing it and and develop better. But again, the page coordinators page is kind of the most developed page. Developed page. Also, if Kevin showed you CNM Cyber, this welcome session course, the welcome session, it's a little bit outdated. Talk about like CNM, Career Network Ministry. No one revisited it like for 2 years. We moved on. We kind of many things changed. And if you try to remember or learn what is in the course, it not necessarily is useful. I would say coordinators page, practice job, wiki pages, it is way better. It's way like straight to the source. It's straight where like what I propose you to work on. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, I'm done. Kevin?
Yeah, I believe, thank you all for yeah, so if anyone has your plans for this week, you are free to share.
I already mentioned, so I will be working on website developer. Website developer is my kind of my objective for the next week. I plan to finish practice job maybe like in a couple of days. It's the only history is left. Only history, and I need to write about this division in 4 different positions. But it is almost done. Maybe like 2 days more, and I am done. And then I will move to website developer position. This is my general plan, and to address. So again, I have 2 different hats. I had a hat of a coordinator / developer, and I have a hat of a customer. So as a customer, I will work with you as much as you need me, because for me it is kind of my main interest. Also, something I hope that something will come up today from our guided tour, like our tech event series. Again, we talked to Sonia about to develop first this cyber this week, this week series, talking about general about cyber, but we will be starting today our tech events, talking about our technology. So I expect something exciting there too.
Yeah, still on that. The first week has been challenges trying to access CNM. I'm able to access that. I can access the dashboard, and then also I believe Onesmus tried to create an account as CNM Social, and he wasn't able. So how can we address this?
I need to connect you with Natalia, but generally we need to work. It's kind of an our next project, or your next project is to create the platform where you can basically, you or Onesmus can just create a ticket and like, oh, I cannot log in, this is my screenshot, right? And this ticket, it is how normal companies work. Like someone create tickets and other people resolve these tickets. But for now, as a bypass, as their maybe like bypass for now, temporarily bypass, I will connect you with Natalia. I started typing this email, but then I feel like, oh, it doesn't look good that I'm working on my laptop, the second laptop, and I probably need to create kind of be on this screen. So I stopped, but I started it. I promised to send email. So it could be, because again, the system is not technologies generally are complex. Our technology is complex too, and like no one used it for a while. I don't remember new members like for a while. We stopped advertising it maybe in August last year. So it's like several months. I'm not sure that we had any new users. So it could be. Plus, we switched to kind of to one play piece to another piece, and maybe there are some discrepancy which needs to be solved.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this week I'll be working on creating event organizer job description. Yeah, that is my project for this week. I believe by Friday I'll put in somewhere.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Anything else anyone wants to share? Or you okay?
You need to kind of to point to people. People are not don't want, it's like you need to pick like directly like Sonia, Rita. But at the same time, I want to keep it short, like because right now it's 11:41. Probably like to. Generally speaking, this event shouldn't be longer than 45 minutes. It's my perception.
Yeah. Okay. Anything from you, Rita?
Not really. I've just seen what I'm giving myself an assignment to go through the pages as someone new to see what is missing, like, and ask questions. Yes. Like maybe I might have missed something when I was going through them.
You already made me happy. You already made me happy. By the way, I forgot like about the payments. You bill me, like Kevin bills me through PayPal. Um, I normally pay through Payoneer. I'm not sure. I don't know how it works. No one but Kevin bills me kind of on PayPal. But why did you pick PayPal, Kevin?
It's more convenient. Like I can
It's
get
more
the money
convenient.
on my phone. Once you
Okay.
send the money, almost easy.
Okay. Okay. Kind of. Did you go with Rita and Onesimus on kind of how the payments work?
Yeah, not really. Just the interest that I mentioned something
Okay.
how when they start working, how they will pay interest.
But they already kind of start. They needed to start working like last week, right? Oh no.
Yeah.
We need you, Rita. We need you as fast as possible, as soon as possible. Okay.
Okay.
So I have a question for you. Rita, you done? I think it's
Yes, I'm done.
yeah. I have a question. Could you speak more of the user approach in Russian? That meeting, the meeting.
In Russian, which meeting?
For the CNM workshop.
Yes, I guess so. Sonia, because
Yeah.
not, we didn't find any interpreter, right? We didn't try. So, like with the language, I can possibly to interpret, but I found it's very challenging because I want to be a participant, and if I'm a participant and to be an interpreter at the same time, it's kind of challenging. Usually, it's challenging. I forget about one and another one. So, generally speaking, we plan to either. So today is like our first event. It's not real like I don't expect it's kind of will be like really good, like valuable event. So it's like more like a pilot, more like a pilot rather than an event. So, but generally we either will find like interpreters who will interpret, or maybe we will record in, let's say, in Russian, and then we will create English text and put English text on the top, or do some just subtitle. We plan to do subtitles anyway, like English subtitles. Um, we need to work out this issue, but when it comes to technology, we have many people who don't speak Russian because, let's say, our new platform for like Wiki and Moodle was developed by a gentleman from Mozambique, like in Africa, and he speaks French and English. Our um, servers, which we use right now for Jitsi, for our video conferencing, was developed by a gentleman from Indonesia. He doesn't speak Russian, but I plan to do kind of more tech English events too. So it's not decided yet, but kind of the goal is to start doing something, and then we will see how to go from there.
Okay.
All right,
Yes.
we're done, right, for today.
Yeah, we're done.
Thank you, Kevin.